Why do we evaluate? Why do we evaluate our training program? What do we want to get out of evaluating our training program? And usually, I used to get excited, after the end of the training, these guys, we call it the smiley sheets, the reaction sheets, or actually Don Kirkpatrick calls it the smiley sheets. And when we get, excellent, and we feel so proud of ourselves that we have achieved, we got a good rating, an excellent evaluation, and we feel wow. But guess what? What happens? When they go back to the office, everything vanishes, everything goes away. Why? One, because their immediate management or their immediate supervisor don't even care about what they've done. And sometimes most of my colleagues earlier talked about, CEOs, putting their hand on training budgets or marketing budgets because of the economic crisis, mainly because CEOs don't see the results. I've been once in a training, and my boss let me go to the training to tell me thank you for a good job done, not to learn. Just go, have fun for a while, and then come back to the bank. So we need to think of these elements. These are the ones that can take us further and make us reinvent our industry. This is what we're talking about, is based on a book by my friend Dr. Jim from St. Louis, Missouri, Dr. Jim Kirkpatrick, who wrote the book, Training on Trial. And exactly this is what we are, especially with the crisis, this is what's happening. We are, as an industry, we need to reinvent the way we do things. We need to, maybe copy some of the ideas of our colleagues in Bahrain, because I think, knowing that there is in Bahrain more than 100 banks, and none has their own internal training centers, that means they're doing a good job, I'm sure. I think they must have something going on the right directions for them. So we want to improve, we want to improve on our programs. That's why we do an evaluation. We want to see what our program is missing, so we improve it. Or maybe we scratch it. It's no longer good, that program, and we come up with a new program. So this is one reason. Another reason, to maximize the training effectiveness, reinforcing knowledge, skills, and attitude, of course. Knowledge, skills, and attitude. Okay, what's in our heart. And demonstrate the value of training, and that's the key issue. How do we demonstrate the value of training? That's the key, and that's really difficult. Mr. Isa asked that question. How do we quantify it? Let's see. These are the 4 levels, basically. Level 1 talks about reaction, and those are the smiley sheets. After the end of program, we give evaluations. Participants who had a good time, they will give you an excellent rating, and that's it. That's level 1. This is mainly, usually that's what we do. Now, if we want to take it one step further, then we go to level 2, which is learning. Then we ask the participant what they've learned from that event, what they've learned. And then this is basically, we do that as well. What they've learned, they summarize at the end of the program what they've learned so they know. But then when we go to level 3, the behaviors have changed based on our training. If we did time management or time mastery training program, did the team or the participants really, grab the idea and really use it? Or their time management level became better? They became much cautious about time wasters and so on, or not? When we give selling training, for example, or selling skills, did their sales, did they use that? And the results at the end, level 4, which if their sales have been increased or not. And that's the key. And that's how we can stand in front of CEOs and we tell them, Mr. CEO, give us the budget because we have results. We have showed the ROI or the ROE, return on expectations. So these are the things, basically, you know, a repetition here, level 1 reaction, was the environment suitable for the training, you know, did they have fun, then we take it further, the knowledge or the learning, did they learn anything from that event? And then here we see if they can apply the learning in their job. At the end is the results. And there is a relationship, so we have to do level 1 and then do level 2, and there is a relationship between level 2 and level 3, and then from level 3 to level 4. Basically, improving the learning environment, that's what we get as a result from doing level 1 evaluation. Level 2, we get the skills, the transfer, and then the environment in terms of performance, behaviors, attitudes, habit changed in the workplace. And usually, when we reach level 2, level 3, and level 4, we are not allowed to get in. As an IBS, Kuwait IBS, or Bahrain IBS, or any institution, we cannot go toward like the bank inside and do level 3 and level 4. We leave it to the training manager in the institute or even the supervisor for the participants to follow up and say, okay, you went to the training, what behaviors you can execute? How are you going to teach your team members and how you can increase the results? And we follow up with that. This is called coaching in a way, where we go into the place where the participants have attended and we make sure that they are using the skills and changing the attitude that they've learned during the training events. Reaction, what is it? We connect reaction to the instructors, the environment, the communication, the trainees, and so on. This is usual. I just want to skip it, so I allow you to enjoy Kuwait. The content, the methods, how we use it, you know, how we gather those information, and how we make the final report about our events. How it is performed, everybody knows level 1, how it's performed, and we do it all the time. But level 2 is the knowledge and the skills and the attitudes, the learning, the real learning that took place, and the stuff that they're going to go with it to the workplace. What does it look like? It could be, you know, demonstrated by the end of the program. It could be demonstrated to the supervisor when they ask them what they learned, and they have to state what they learned actually. So this is level 2. And what the methods, you do it by interview, personal interview, face-to-face, or you do it by surveys or some sort of questionnaires. Use control groups. Sometimes we use buddies. So, for example, if two are being friends and being a team during the training center, we say you are buddies, and you guys can remind each other about what you've learned. So when they go to the work, they say, "Oh, we learned about the trust cycle. What's it? Oh, are you using it?" And there's a communication gap. Oh, let's use what we've learned. You know, and they remind each other about the skills they've learned, and they use it, and then only then they can benefit from the training, and then we can show our ROI to the top management. Follow-up is very important, and sometimes it could be, you know, the client does not allow you to go into the premises. They say, "Oh, you've done the training event, we don't want to see you anymore. We handle it from there." But this is the issue that takes place. We forget, and we will not learn, or we don't implement what we've learned in the classroom or the training events. Level 3, transfer of knowledge, skills, and attitude to the real world. Measure achievements and performance objectively. Did the behavior change? This is a challenge that we need to get to. This is something that even training management in the banks, in the financial institutions, they must make sure that they get to level 3 and level 4. That's the attitude of some guys who attended the training on how to drive safely on the road. That's a joke. Yeah. Okay, great. Observe performers firsthand, survey key people, and this is we cannot do. We don't have the resources as a trainers, for example. We don't have resources to go there. So either we shift it to the supervisor level, or we have a coach that goes and follow up on these guys so they drive properly. Yeah. See, for everything, there is a positive and negative. Huh? There is a positive attitude. I like you. Okay, how we perform level 3, consider the cost to the benefits. They gave us good examples of some guys who really made a difference after attending the training, and they really saved money or made more money to their organization. He himself, when he was in the aluminum business, how he was able to convince and he was able to save some money for his organization to let him know that whatever they spend is peanuts to compare to what achievements he had done. Level 4, the results. Assess bottom line, final results. And this is the key to overcome this feeling of CEOs slashing immediately the budget of the training, or even the budget of marketing, or even firing some big guys in the organization to lower the cost, and they say, oh, we made profit, or we saved. But is it a operational profit? I don't know. Result, how does it look like? Quantify it by numbers. A proof is concrete and evidence is soft. So you need the proof. What's the proof that we can get from there? How good do we perform it? As I said, allow time for the results. So you give a gap, 3 months, 2 months, and then revisit the same group that has gone through the training and see whether they are doing some sort of changing their attitude, or exactly they are benefiting from the training